I just wanted to say, no matter what I come on here and say or do, I get criticized. I posted a thing thanking everybody because they suggested the terracotta plants and terracotta pots and plants to use those for heat and blah, blah, blah. And I went to several different stores. I was told that they were considered seasonal. I'm like, wow, I thought people planted stuff year round, indoors and outdoors. It was the difference, but whatever. They consider it seasonal. They only carry them when they feel like it. I mean, it is what it is. I can't tell them when to carry something. Anyway, so I went online, I looked things up YouTube, Google, AI, the whole 9 yards. Cinder blocks and bricks temporarily are okay. With alcohol. Yes, alcohol. There are alcohol stoves, there are gel alcohol, and liquid alcohol. 91% is recommended, 70 will work, but it puts off fumes. 91%, you can go on Amazon and you'll see there are more than 50 different types of alcohol burning heaters and stoves on there. I've got some bricks that I've ordered at Lowe's. They'll be in on my payday. I'm going to pick those up. Right now, I'm waiting on roadside assistance with the insurance to get me out of a ditch. I'm late for work and praying I don't lose my job. As you can tell, it snowed and iced. The roads are just a solid sheet of ice. Just pray, but I've got to try to go. I need the job just like right now. I got to make it one more night. I'm out of alcohol. I'm out. I don't have enough gas left to idle, but it is what it is. And yep, I'm going to say something because I've done my last 2 or 3 videos, didn't say nothing, didn't ask for nothing, still got criticized like I was asking for something, read the comments. And it's like, did you even watch the video? I didn't even make a comment about my personal situation. I was telling a story about a situation when I was younger with the tree trimming thing because of what had come out in Summer's case and what it triggered. And people were saying that I was asking for stuff. I never, anyway, we did get snow. We did have a little event. It wasn't a lot, but for this area, it's a lot. I don't have chains. My tires are normal tread. I mean, they were expensive as it was. So it's not like I got top of the line. And I literally hit a patch of ice and slid into the ditch. And I'm waiting for assistance. At least I got a pretty view. Praying that I don't lose my job and that I can just make it till payday. I do. At least I got some food out of water. But anyway, that's a whole other thing. If anybody would like to help, I would greatly appreciate it at this point. And I'll take all your criticism for asking. CashApp, PayPal, and Venmo are in the description. And it would be greatly appreciated. I'm not getting a YouTube check. I didn't get one in November. Not getting one for December. So it would be greatly appreciated. It looks like it'll be January or February before I'll have enough ad revenue and such to be able to get a YouTube check. Summer's case. I think that the people who had the 27-acre property have no clue about what's going on their land, the owners. And that could be true a lot of times. Even properties that are rental and Airbnb properties have things going on that people don't know. The escapee was hid at an Airbnb and the owner lived in another state. Do I think it's odd that a property that was searched over and over again uh, got sold and was made to look like that sale was a trust sale rather than a straight up sale? And uh, who it ties back to, and the fact of past, um, sorry, you guys, I thought I heard the wrecker out here. Uh, their past associations and issues. If you bring in illegals in, you can probably take something out, you know? Kind of like the guy that worked on my car. If you could fix anything, you could probably break anything, you know? Not making any accusations, just giving opinions. Accusations, opinions, two different things. Opinions legal, accusations are not. That's the biggest difference. Let's see. There was something else I wanted to say. I gotta give it up. I gotta say this again. Jody Sue, since day one, has been talking about the tree trimmers, the tree trimmers, the tree trimmers, tree trimmers. And now we're coming back to them. What I want to know is, and ask and wonder, is did she know more about the situation than she let on? Because hindsight, retrospect, whatever you want to use is the word, kind of makes us look back and be like, this tree trimmer would be what, Andy's first or second cousin? And as long as she's been around, she definitely knew about him. She definitely knew about the business. Did she know something? My doubts is because of what may or may not have happened over time on that property and people involved and having prior knowledge, current knowledge, may have caused them to be involved after the fact. Say there was an accident and something happened. They're going to say, well, when they do the autopsy, we're going to have to explain this, this, and this, and you gave us this. You came over here and was here, and, that kind of thing. And people helped to cover for whatever reason that suited them. I also think it's strange that I'm looking back through stuff and I get an accusation that a lady living nearby Ziggy is Fred's aunt, and then Fred and Ziggy ended up hooking up. If you want to manipulate and turn the way her case moves as far as public opinion and social media, which has been huge in her case, what better way than one, start a YouTube channel and keep it going and keep opinions. Two, connect with YouTubers like Andy and Ryan and like Jody Sue and Fred and Ziggy and Don and Candace and Behind the Wall, and then Don and Candace and Benny. It's the long play, not the short play. Yeah, please give a thumbs up and a like. I don't know what else to say except Could it possibly Summer got angry in an argument with her brothers and stomped off, as was originally reported? And that be the reason we saw some guilt on the one brother in the interview Don did with the news media? Yes. Could, at that point, someone with an axe to grind take advantage of a situation, or someone with a proclivity take advantage of a situation? Absolutely. I have felt since day one, I've said this over and over again, go back years ago and look, I have felt like that even without anything being said to them directly or even indirectly, that the parents knew what happened. Even if she walked off and somebody got her, they know who and why. You can't tell me they don't. I was born and raised and live in a small town with a very similar dynamic. And that's how things play out. Word of mouth, in the street, whispered, sorry, across phone lines. It does happen. And most of the time, it proves to be true. We heard early on about a nearby area and a farm with animals. They said hogs, this one has pigs. Okay, pretty similar. We heard that the body had been moved multiple times. What I'm thinking is she was made to get gone because of social services. And things didn't play out right for whatever reason. If she got gone and was brought back, certain things give plausible deniability for the parents. It can be put off on whoever caused her to get gone. But it got too big. Way too big. Way too fast. And damage control didn't work. Those meddling YouTubers wouldn't leave it alone, wouldn't stop pulling land records, wouldn't stop finding all the ties, even to those in power in the area. It's weird that Donna Serafina said something about the ring that I keep talking about, that I see. I wonder, do those two people specific that things trace back to, do they have those rings too? Is that how they all got to know each other in the beginning? And knew to turn to each other in the end? Just questions I have and that I'm asking. No answers here, not making an accusation. These are questions that I've been asking myself. I wonder why it took long for law enforcement to know. I wonder why it took parents long. I feel like, this is why I feel like that she did walk away, but that they know who took her. Whether it was pre-planned or attention wasn't being paid good and she was able to walk off. If it was pre-planned, they purposely waited until the person could be so far away, I feel. If she walked off and somebody just took advantage of the situation to get back or to satisfy desires, then the parents would have waited because they communicated with each other, asked the boys, looked around, thought they could find her, and then couldn't and got worked. But didn't want to call because just yesterday, social services was out here, child protective part, saying that about the pew-pews and not watching the kids good and stuff. And then you got a call because your kid walked off because you wasn't watching good. You feel me? That's just my thoughts on the subject. I'm not saying I'm right or wrong, just my thoughts. All right, guys, I got to get off here because I depend on Do Not Disturb, and I really need the record service to be able to call so I can try to make it to work and hope I still am able to work and have a job. Pray for me that I can come up with a little bit of gas money just to make it for the next 24 hours, basically, and not freeze this winter front and not be stuck on the side of the road somewhere. Peace, love, and light. Talk to y'all hopefully later tonight.